Hey guys, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday the 19th of January. I've come in here this evening to get my orders packed for tomorrow because tomorrow I have an appointment that I need to be at, which is going to keep me busy until lunchtime. So I'm going to lose half my day on Monday. So I've had to come in here so I can get these orders going so I don't miss the post office tomorrow afternoon. First order going out just came through literally about 5 minutes ago. This is going out to Lynn, who's one of my repeat buyers. She buys from me all the time and she always buys little Meals and Boon. So I'm very grateful. I'm pretty sure she buys a stack, reads them within a week, and then she buys another stack. So she was very grateful when my store turned back on after being timed off for a while. So just quickly grabbed hers and there we go. Now I've got stacks on stacks. It's been a busy weekend of sales. This book here, I just listed it a couple of days ago and it's from one of the cages. It's one of the gardening books that I found in the cage full of gardening books. Actually, I think there's a couple of those gardening books coming out. Let me just see how much I've sold this one for. This one has gone out for $17.99. It's called the Australian Gardeners Anthology. So I did actually list that for $19.99 and must have sent an offer for 10% off. And it's gone. That one is gone. Okay. We've got the Caravan Cookbook. This one is sold for $23.99. So the Caravan and Camper Van. It's really interesting how these caravan and camping kind of books, they do really quite nicely for especially the cookbooks and even like the road map, the travel books, all those kind of books for outdoor activities. They seem to do very well. Okay, I'm going to go fast here today because there's a lot of orders. Okay, we've got this little book. This is just sold for $11.99. It's part of the 40% off sale, the Fast Diet. And yeah, this has been listed since January 2023. 2 years, guys. 2 years it's taken to sell that book. But it doesn't matter. It's out the door now and it's got a new home and that's all that matters. Okay. Where are we up to? We got some more Meals and Boon here. Now, these ones have been listed a while as well, since December 23. These ones I've let go for $16.80. So, let me see if oops, I left the little SKU number in there. Right. I just listed. If you watched one of my videos the other day, I photographed a whole lot of new Meals and Boon because I hadn't had any new ones going into the store for a while, but I had new ones here. And let me just put this down here so I can get it going down there then. Yeah, so I listed a whole lot of brand new Meals and Boon the other day. I've already sold I don't know, maybe half of them. They've just been flying out the door. Okay, I've got the delicious Let's Entertain cookbook. This one's also a slow one. It's been listed since December 2022. And that one has just gone out on the coupon as well. $11.99 out the door. Okay, I've got a book bundle here of 3 Nora Roberts. Now, Nora Roberts, some of her books do better than others. Some of them are a little bit slower. Very popular author. Those ones have only sold for $18. Rightio, I've got a multi-order here. I've got Unicorns that I have known. This is a really pretty book full of nice illustrated glossy pictures of unicorns. And this is Merle's Kitchen. Now, Merle is a chef and she has won many awards for her cakes. She's a cake baker. She enters them in cake baking competitions. And she's she's a worldwide winner. So her books are popular because she obviously has very nice cookbook recipes. Okay, where are we? Oh, okay, I'm out of flow here. Did I tell you how much those books went for? I can't even remember. I'm scatterbrain. Okay, Merle's Kitchen went for $49.50. The Unicorn book went for $28.99. Total of the order was $78.49, and that went to Shay. She's a repeat buyer, so thank you, Shay. Now, I've got this one here. In Praise of Veg. This one is sold for $35.40. Really nice looking book, actually. Yeah, In Praise of Veg. Clearly a book about vegetarian recipes. So that's that one. What do we got next? Okay, we got the Fix It and the Forget It cookbook. Now this one has sold for $25. Feasting with your slow cooker, it says. Oh, I need to pull my slow cooker out. I love slow cooker meals. So easy, so quick. And I don't know why. I tend to only pull it out in the winter. And I don't know why. With how busy I am, I should have a slow cooker meal going every single day. Annabelle Langbean's The Free Range Cook. Now, I've sold this book many, many times. It's only sold for $19.13. So I know that's gone on some sale or offer because of the 13 cents, because I don't list anything with 13 cents. But yeah, it is a book that I've sold a lot, but again, it's only a low end. Okay, I've sold 6 medieval romance fiction books, large fiction, all by the same author, Catherine Lee Vick. I don't know, but they're medieval romance. It's really interesting, actually, the historical romance, the medieval romance. It's really quite sought after. I really like romance novels myself. I don't read a lot of fiction these days. I'm quite busy. If I read, I tend to read a self-help book, and or I listen to it on audio or something like that. But I like, my favourite book series I ever read was True Blood, which is a paranormal romance books. I didn't like the True Blood movie series, but I didn't like it on movie. It was so different to the books. I just couldn't stand it. But so I've read paranormal fantasy, paranormal romance, and just regular romance, but I've never read like a medieval or historical romance. And one day I'm going to try it, because honestly, it's one of the most popular genres and people can't seem to get enough about it. So I need to read one so I can see what's actually like, why people like this. What is it about like the medieval, or I don't know. Maybe it's like Outlander and like Jamie from Outlander. Okay, well, let's move on, Mel. P.S. I Love You. We've got just a little fiction, probably a romance book as well. P.S. I Love You. That one is just sold for $11.99. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty good sale. Actually, this is a very good sale. This is the Sing Australia Songbook Library. Now, 4 little books almost just look like spiral bound notepads that you get from the grocery store. But it's 4 books. They're all on Sing Australia. They're all music books, and I've sold this bundle for $100. So that is absolutely fantastic. What a great sale. $100. $100. Perfect. Sometimes with the songbooks as well, the teachers buy them for school. What have we got here? We've got Korean Art and Design. This one is sold for $22.40. It's been listed since February last year, 2024. So a little bit slow selling, quite a niche book, but Korean Art and Design. Is this going down here or not? It's not going to go down today. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we got 2 Delilah Smith cookbooks. Now, these were sold for $17.99 on sale. I've got another bundle down there of Delilah's books with a 3-part series. She's got a few. This is the winter collection and the summer collection. And this lot has sold, $17.99. I think I just told you that. I just told you that. Where are we? Okay. Foods That Harm and Foods That Heal. Very, very popular Reader's Digest book. Sold for $11.99 on sale. Okay, we've got What to Expect in the First Year. Little pregnancy book. If you're listing something like that, the keywords pregnancy, parenting, family. That book is sold for $11.99 on sale. Quite a few books still going out here on sale. I'm still running an aggressive sale on my older books. I've got so many books here to list. So what am I up to? I've just listed 427 books this week, and I'll probably go home tonight and maybe sit there and list a few more. Maybe, I don't know how many more I've got at home. Not very many, maybe only 20. So I'll probably just keep listing until I've got no more to list in my photo box, and then this week back more photos. I need more photos. But yeah, so by the end of this week, today's Sunday, I will have done probably 450 listings into my store this week. So if I'm putting 450 listings in, I got to keep moving these books out. Or there's with the quantity of books that I've got in the cage, they're just going to, the shelves are just going to get too full. Province Harvest here. Is this another cookbook? Yep, it's another cookbook. This one has sold for $20.94. There's a lot of cookbooks already. Oh, okay. We've got The Complete Book of Australian Birds, another Reader's Digest book. Popular book, this one. It's sold for $39.99. The only problem with this book is it's big and heavy. Stacks on stacks. It's time for stack 2. Rightio, we've got The Passionate Vegetarian. This one is sold only for $14.41. It's been listed since January last year, 2024. Very big, thick book, that one. Oh, we've got a nice Bible here. This one's gone out for $59.99. So it's in the box, as you can see here. And yeah, it's got nice silver leaf pages. The Bible is the most popular book in the entire world, if you didn't know. Very, very popular book. I mean, it's going to sell. There's going to be lots of Bible selling when it's the most popular book being sold all over the world. Okay, now this is fantastic. I don't know if the person who bought this book is a viewer of mine, but this book was part of a lot that I photographed the other day when I was having a chit chat to you while I was photographing. And when I picked this book up, I was like, Exhibition Poultry, A Breeder's Handbook. This book is going to sell. And I said that in the video. I said, I don't know what this book is worth. I've pulled it out of one of the cages. But what I do know is it's a very niche market book, and breeding chickens and breeding them and stuff. And I thought, right, that book, I just know it's going to go and sell. And yeah, it did. It sold straight away. So I don't know if it was somebody that saw it in the videos. If it was, thank you very much. I've sold this book for $55. So yeah, amazing. $55. That's awesome. I'm going to put a thank you note in with that one because I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know if they watched me or not. They didn't leave a note. Unless somebody leaves a note, I just don't know. I don't know. Okay, where are we? Now, we've got Agatha Christie Crime Collection. This one's gone out on sale because it's been listed a long time. $12 it's sold for. Probably should have pulled that one off the shelf rather than sell it off and then tried to bundle it up with some other ones that I've got, but doesn't matter. It's out the door and it's another sale. It's another sale. Right, we've got the Middle Eastern Cookbook, and this one has sold for $25. It's a really nice looking recipe book, this one. So that one's been listed since September, so it's not too old. It's gone out. I think I sent an offer for it. $25. Right, now we've got Jeffrey Archer. This one has, it's only a new listing, brand new in the last week or something. I listed it for $19.99. I think someone made me an offer for $15. Out it goes. Like, the reason why I'm going to take an offer for that on $15 is because, like, this is the type of book that I can find in a lot of places. So it's a book that I can just know that I can just go out to a charity shop and probably find it again tomorrow. There's no need to like hold on to it. If someone makes an offer, get it going, get it going. Okay, I've got 3 Catherine Kerr books. Now, these ones have been listed since April 2022. Way too old. Anyway, 3 fantasy fiction, Catherine Kerr. These ones have sold for $14.95. So, yeah, just wasn't a very popular bundle, that one. Oh. Okay, this was an interesting book, wasn't it? It was sold for $23.39 on a sale. It's hard to see here. Modern Practice in Heat Engines. So quite random, very niche market. Got to take the right buyer to find that. So if somebody makes me an offer on a book like that, then like definitely. There's not many buyers who are looking for that type of book. Okay, we've got Andy Allen. Another cookbook here, The Next Element, winner of MasterChef 2012. These people who are on MasterChef or any of those, yeah, MasterChefs, whatever or any of those kind of things, they get popular for a while. They all seem to come out with a cookbook. Anyway, that one sold for $19.99. Some of the MasterChefs some of their books go really quite well. Some of them are a bit slower. They never make it. They're never quite as popular. Little pack of Mills and Boons here. What are these ones going out for? $17.35. They've been listed since December 23. So those ones have been in there a long time. They haven't sold. I got a lot of regular Mills and Boon people. So if those ones haven't sold, I don't know why. Maybe they're not as desirable. What's this next one? Oh, Sesame Street. Okay. I'm like looking at the label here and it says Sessa. And I'm like, what's Sessa? I can't see a Sessa book. Stands for Sesame Street, guys. Lucky I got the phone in front of me. Okay, we got some vintage Sesame Street library books here. These ones have been sold for $45.99. I've sold these books many, many times. Even though they're vintage and they don't come around very often, they're not impossible to find either. So, yeah. The hardest part is finding them in good condition because vintage kids books take a flogging sometimes. Like the kids just read them, love them, throw them around. And, yeah, the vintage ones, they've certainly seen their better days, some of them. $45.99 is pretty good for that bundle. Okay, what are we up to? 0227. Now, just listed this book. I've sold these for $41.99. 4 MC Beaton books. These are mystery books. Agatha Raisin is the series name. Now, I've got a whole stack of these books, and I tried to work out if I think there was over 20 of them, I think. And I tried to work it out. I looked at all the solds and I was like, how am I going to make the most profit from these books? Is it going to be done by bundling them up in one big lot, like 20 books in 2 lots of 10? And in the end, I decided to go, I don't know how many, half a dozen bundles of 4. Maybe there was one bundle of 7. So anyway, that one has sold $41.99. It's excellent. And brand new listing. That's done. Ooh, stacks on stacks. Okay, a book about greenhouses. I've sold this one for $20. Says it's a handbook here for nursery men, horticulturists and gardeners. Never heard the term nursery men. What about nursery women? I don't know. Okay. Okay, we've got, this is a pretty good sale, 5 books. Vince Flynn, crime thriller fiction author Vince Flynn. I've sold this lot for $50. So $50, pretty good for a bundle like that. I'm very happy with $50 bundles. Those $50 book lot bundles help to bring the ASP up as well, which the ASP, if you don't know, that's the average sale price. Obviously, you see me reading some of these books out and they're a little bit low, but it's all about the averages, Money coming in minus money coming out equals profits. So it's all about the averages. You can have some lower selling ones as long as you got those higher selling ones as well. Three books going out in a multi-order here. This one's just brand newly listed, The Australian Book of Disasters. We've got Unicorn, the memoir of a Muslim drag queen. And then we've got Death Comes as the End, which is an old Agatha Christie book. Right, another vintage little small cookbook. It's been listed since June 2022. Way too long, guys, way too long. This one is going out the door for $12. Uh-oh. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. I don't want to have to go find the label. Oh no. I don't know if this is going to be salvageable. Ah! Right. Okay. That's annoying. Righto. This one's been listed since September 23 and it's sold for $14.40. It's a book about macaroons and biscuits. Now, I've sold this book a lot of times and sometimes I bundle it up as well. But yeah, it's definitely a popular little cookbook for those particular topics. Now, this one is a good one. Okay, I've sold this one for $42. It's a chainsaw operator's manual. I picked it up not long ago. It's been listed since October. I remember picking it up. I remember going, oh, that's a good one. The chainsaw operator's manual. And it's books like that, you can kind of like, that's a very unique book. I've never seen that. It's an operating manual. Manuals like that can do very well. So straight away, as soon as I saw that at the shop, I was like, oh, I think that one's going to do quite nicely. And it did. $50. Sold for $50. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this one's come from a viewer. Oh yeah, this one actually said that I sent her an offer while she was watching my video. So pretty sure that's an omen, isn't it? Okay, so I've sent her an offer, $20.99 to the Plant Hunter. This one's going out to Kiara. So thank you for watching my videos and thank you for supporting my store. So yeah, I thought that was funny that she was watching me right at the time my offer came through. That's like really quite bizarre, isn't it? What are the chances? What are the chances? Oh, I'll probably say this one wrong. Galapagos, A Natural History, Revised and Expanded Edition. I don't know what a Galapango is. Maybe it's a bird. I actually don't know. Galapagos Revised. It looks like it's on all different types of animals. Anyway, I don't know what a Galapango is, so I might have to go and do a Google so I know what it is now because I feel like a duffer. Rightio, that's been listed since January last year, so a year ago. Okay, this is cool, another viewer sale. Now, this one's saying she watches all my videos and her sister's into true crime. So she's bought her sister a whole lot of my true crime books. So I have a bundle here, and what she paid for the bundle, $40. And then she's bought this book as well, which I think is only a fairly new listing, this one. Let me just check January. Yeah, I just literally listed it this week or something, this month anyway. And this one's actually on the Goulburn jail. So Goulburn is here where my warehouse is. And it's got one of the most... yeah, Australia's most murderous prisons. So that prison is actually, yeah, it's not far from me here. Maybe like 10 minutes. Maybe one day I'll, Tom and I sometimes go for a walk up around the prison area. There's a nice walking path. There's a nice walking path around the prison. That sounds bizarre, doesn't it? Well, there is. There's like a nice little walking path, and there's quite often like there's cows and horses, and we like lean over the fence and we feed the cows or the horses. I can't remember which ones they are. And also it's right next to a cemetery, which is, you know, how ironic that the prison, probably the view out their windows is of the cemetery. So I guess it's a bit of a depressing place. So we like to lean over the cemetery fence and talk to the cows. Oh, that's hilarious. I need to film that now. I'll have to I'll make a vlog in the next, I don't know, next time I'm out here staying with Tom, we'll go for a walk and I'll make a vlog and I'll show you around and I'll show you the Goulburn prison. How's that sound? That's something a little bit different, but that will be fun. I'll tap it onto another video. Okay, what do we got? Let's get back to it. I think this is another viewer's order. I'm just, honestly, I've never had so many viewer orders in my whole life. And I've been so lucky. It's helped boost my store and get my store back going. And I'm just so grateful. And I'm sure it can't continue. There can't be that many Aussie viewers that are watching me and to buy from me. I didn't show you. Okay, what do we got? We've got a low cholesterol, low fat cooking. And then I've got a bundle here of 2 cookbooks. And these 2 cookbooks are for the Thermo. So the Thermo is a very expensive cooking gadget. And the cooking gadget, makes healthy food, basically. Food from scratch, basically. It's an all-round good cooking gadget that I think costs several $1,000s. So the Thermomix cookbooks were $23.99 and the low cholesterol one was $13.21. So the 2 orders together, what's that work out to be? $38 roughly. Okay, we got an air fryer cookbook, 175 best air fryer recipes. Okay, hands up if you like your air fryer. And if you've got an air fryer, can you tell me in the comments what's your favourite thing to cook in it? Because I like to cook bacon, frozen fish, battered fish, it's not very good for me, chips. But I don't know, I'm sure there's way more in it that I could use it for than just like frozen chips or frozen chicken burger patties or something. So if you've got an air fryer, what do you cook in it? What's your favorite thing to cook in it? What's your hack? Or tell me something about the air fryer, like a tip or a hack, something that I can get better at with my own air fryer, because I think it's an amazing thing. I don't know, like maybe it's because I'm time poor, I just can't think. It's just the same stuff going in it all the time. Okay, we've got a diving book here. 50 places to dive before you die. This one is sold for $22. Scuba diving books are surprisingly quite popular. I can't think of anything worse. So you will not catch me going in a scuba dive. Okay, now I do have another order here, but I've got one book from it that I can't find. So I might just show you the order, but one book, it's just not on the shelf. It's interesting, but the book that's missing from here, and there's another book missing, and they're both on the same shelf. So I know that they're just being put on a different shelf together. And when I find one, I'm going to find both of them. But I'll probably go through that. What I'll do to help me find it is I'll go to that shelf. Let's say it's W2. I'll do an inventory search in my active listings for all the books that are on W2. And then I'll try and look for a book that's like easy for me to spot. So I'll look for like bright yellow or a bright red book or something. So then I'm looking through the spines rather than looking for the books that kind of blend in that are actually the books that have sold. I'm looking for a book that's also supposed to be on that shelf that is like a bright color, and it's just easier for me to scan the shelves, and that's how I generally find them and find them quicker. But this person has ordered Stephanie's Journal. So that is like Stephanie is a chef. She writes cookbooks, and it's actually her other book that I can't find, a cookbook. And now I've got Bush Doctors, True Stories of Rural and Remote Australian Bush Doctors. Women's Stuff by Kaz Cook, very popular book. We've got Cooking from Scratch. This is in like a little binder book as well. We've got You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And we've got Asking for a Friend, Answers from the Universe to Life's Big Questions. And then obviously there's one more cooking book that's meant to be with that one as well. So yeah, I'm positive I'll find it, but I'm gonna search for that one tomorrow. Okay, now this one has sold for $32.24, and it is a Larousse Light French Cooking. So Larousse, very popular with the cookbooks. I think they make like pans and stuff as well. Right, now this is only sold for $15.59. It's been listed since November 23. It is a inspector, like detective mystery series. 15, but I wouldn't buy that one again. I've never seen it before, to be honest. So I don't know where I got that one from. And yeah, I've never seen it before, but it hasn't been popular. And yeah, the reason why I've probably never seen it and that it hasn't sold fast and not moved quickly is it was never popular to start with. Right. Now, this is the funniest. So I've got to tell you this. Okay, so I picked this book. It's called The Canberra Gardener. And Canberra's where I live. Now I'm doing the printing. I'm doing the shipping label for this book, and I see the name come up, and I'm like, that's my future brother-in-law's to be's name, my sister's fiance. And I'm sitting there looking at the name, and then I looked at the address, and I was like, it's not my sister's address. It looks like my mum's address. So then I sent a screenshot of it, and I sent it to my sister, and I'm like, did Kyle order a book from me? And she's like, oh my God, yes, he didn't know it was your store, but he's been so excited to get this book. So anyway, it was just so hilarious. He had no idea he'd ordered it from me. He accidentally put my mum's address in because they were living with my mum and now they're not. So he was like, can you change the address to my address? So anyway, I've been able to change the address to the correct address. And I know that they've just bought a house recently, my sister and her fiance, and he's trying to grow the grass as well. And I just found this Loving Your Lawn book in the cages. So I'm going to give him a little treat in his package here, and I'm going to send him a little lawn book for free as well. And yeah, I just thought that was so funny. What a coincidence. What a small world. And did I check that one didn't have any prices in it? Not that it really matters for my brother-in-law to be. But, yeah. It's very funny. And Kyle, just to be funny, I've given you a little thank you card. Anyway, what a small world. What a small world. Oh, and I put his thing up here. Okay. Okay, I got another multi-order, and this multi-order is, again, it's waiting on a book that I can't see easily. So I'm going to package this one up tomorrow, but I'm going to show you what it's got. 2 Alexander McCall books, an old vintage book about soup. We've got Vegan Balls. Vegan Bowls. That's a nice book. The Country Collection by the Women's Weekly. This is a beautiful book. Looks new. Eating with Intention. And then we've got 2 books by Marina Lucha. 2 Caravans and a short history of, I can't see the writing there. So a short history of something. Rightio, put these down there. Ooh. Okay. That's going to a repeat buyer as well. Stacks on stacks. Okay, I need to hurry up. The China Study Cookbook. This one has sold for $17.99 and would have been listed since June last year. Okay, I've just been frazzled because I couldn't find the label for the China book, and I was like, Where's the label? And I've forgotten to do the label, so it's still sitting there. So I've had to put the China book over there, and I put the wrong label on this one. But anyway, this one is another bundle of Mills and Boon. This one is what? This one's just one of the ones I just listed a couple of days ago. This one is sold for $26.99. Okay, we got a book about cocktails. This one is just a little cheap one going out the door for $12 on sale. And the book is called Shake. Now, some cocktail books can sell for really good money. Others, like that one, not so good. Okay, we got a small book of vintage Mills and Boon. Look how old these are, probably from the 70s, these ones. Now, these ones have sold for $29.99. So they've been listed since May. And they've listed for $29. Oh, that one's a white one. This one's actually an international order, so I haven't done the label for it. That one is an international order. Right, double mailer it now, just so I like the international ones to be double mailered. So let me just write on that. Sylvia Mills. And then I can do that one tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm all over the place. Okay, we got The Weekend. It is the weekend and I need another one. That book is sold for $12. It's been listed since November 2023. Another cheap one here, I think, going out. This one is Manhattan Beach by Jennifer Egan. Another low-end fiction book going out for the same price, $12. Gone. I've got a multi-order here as well. What have we got? Gardening. So we've got Shortcuts to Great Gardens. Both of these books have just been listed in the last week. Shortcuts to Great Gardens and Family Tree Maker. So the Family Tree Maker, yeah, I'm pretty sure both of them came from the Cages. The gardening one definitely did. The Family Tree Maker, I can't remember if that was from somewhere else or what. Right, I've sold this book twice this week, The 4-Hour Workweek. Now, this book is only sold for what? $21. This is a newer edition, so $21 is a great price for this book. 4-Hour Workweek, it's like the dream come true. We want to get to the point where we can all just work 4 hours and make millions of dollars. If only it was that easy. Sit on the beach. Okay, rightio, I've got the Phillips Nature Encyclopedia. Again, just listed this one maybe yesterday. This one's come from the Cages as well. And I've sold it for $22. Fantastic. Nice, quick, easy sales. That's what I want. I wasn't sure because I had so many gardening books from the Cages, and I was like, I wonder how these are going to go. But there's a few of them moving quite fast, so that is very good. Now, this one has sold for $13.20 on offer. The Age of Seeds. How plants hatch time and why our future depends on it. Oh, I knew this book would sell as soon as I saw it at the shop. Okay, The Montessori Baby. Sold this one for $25. Been listed since October. Yeah, Montessori, popular way of parenting and schooling. So I knew that one would sell. Rightio. This one I got free from one of the Cages. Well, not free, probably a cent. I got pretty much free. Yeah, anyway, I got these ones from the Cages towards the end of last year that I'd brought into the other warehouse and was for using it. The Top 500 Health Tips. Sold that one for $19.99. Entertaining Made Easy with Deborah Hutton. She's an Australian thing. Look, it's signed inside. Did I even have that as signed? Maybe not. I maybe could have got more if I had put it was signed. I don't know if I even noticed. Maybe I did. I can't see it in in the beginning. It's definitely not in the beginning of the title for me to see. Rightio, entertaining, $20, that one. I might just take this, half the stack. Rightio, this one has just been listed again in the last week. All Fall Down. This one is sold for $19.99. Fiction book. Really good condition, that one. Really good condition. Okay, I got 2 Jamie Oliver cookbooks, and this has gone out for a great price of $45, which is great for Jamie Oliver. 2 books, the 5 ingredients, and the other one here is his 5 ingredients Mediterranean. Now, the Mediterranean one is a newer cookbook, one of his newer ones, and yeah, it was a good bundle, $45. I'm stoked with that. I'm stoked. Okay, $19.99. Hope for Each Day, 365-day devotional journaling. So it's got like the little devotional scripture and stuff there at the beginning, and then a little bit to write your notes. That's kind of cool. I like those books, the daily devotions. I've got one that I read every single day. It's got morning and night. I love it. Okay, Madhur Jaffrey. This is a curry, easy vegetarian. This one's only just been listed this month as well. Sold very fast. Sold it for $39.99. Great price. Great price. It's only a newish cookbook. I'm trying to stack them down here so I don't block the camera, guys. This one is sold for $35.99. The book is called The New Hamburger and Hot Dog Cookbook. It's only vintage looking thing. $35.99 for the hot dog. Must have a whole lot of recipes on hot dogs. Oh, I know, I mean, how many different recipes can you make for hot dogs? I don't know, a whole book's worth apparently. Okay, we got the Paleo Solution, the original human diet. This one is sold for $19.99. It's been listed since January 2023. So funny because last year when I wasn't being aggressive on all the older books, all the sales were just like in the last few months, they were all just new listings. Now I just feel like I've got all these old listings, but that's also partly because I've only been back listed. I had 6 weeks off, so I wasn't listing in that time. So I've only been back listing for, the couple of weeks of this year. So now I've got to build up so there's more new ones coming through. Okay, we've got a bundle of Mills and Boon. These are ones that I just listed the other day and photographed while you were watching me work. These ones have sold for $26.99. $26.99. Maybe I priced those ones. I think I priced them wrong. $26.99 for that size bundle for a new listing. Might have to go check those. I'm pretty sure I made bigger bundles so I could price them a bit higher. I might have actually stuffed up my pricing because that seems a bit cheap for that bundle. Stacks on stacks here. Okay, we've got one that sold for $15, just an old, you can see it's fairly tatty, only in acceptable condition. Wildlife of Western Australia, sold for $15, listed a year ago in January 2024. Okay, I only bought this one, maybe like a week ago or something. I saw it at the charity shop for $1, sold it for $32.99. Holden Commodore. It's an old repair manual from the old VT, oh, whatever they are. I don't know. Those old car manuals, but they can sell for really good money. And, yeah, I definitely keep my eye out for car manuals. This one has sold for $29.99. And I'm just checking for pencil, guys. I'm not checking for to have a quick look at all the positions. Rightio. Let's get that one going. That one has sold for $29.99 and been listed since May 2024. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, a couple of Mills and Boon down here. These ones have sold for $32.40. They're both old bundles of Mills and Boon, listed a long time ago. So I'm actually glad those ones are moving. There's some Mills and Boon, like these ones, with these covers on them, with like the floral bits around them. They're not fast movers for me. But there's other, you learn which ones are the fast movers and which ones are not the fast movers. When you, like, I would deem myself pretty much a Mills and Boon expert, and you know, I can just tell by them now which ones will sell quickly and which ones won't. And those ones, yeah, they're not the fastest ones of the lot. So I don't know what makes them. I think some of them are a little bit more spicier than others. Sometimes the spicier ones, they actually sell better. Start a pile here a bit of some of those bigger ones. Right, what do we got here? Now, I'll show you this book, but this book is actually going internationally as well. Lee Trevino, Swing My Way. This is actually a popular golfing book. I've sold this one many times. Always brings a pretty good price. This one is sold for $30 and it's going overseas. Okay, I've got 3 books here. Henry Lawson's Bush Ballads, Complete Caravan Chef, and How to Live a Confident Life. Now, caravanning, like I just said before, we sold another book on caravan food. They don't sell for huge amounts of money, but popular topic. Just a popular topic is the old caravan camping cookbook meals. I like this one, How to Live a Confident Life, 100 Ways to a Fearless Life. Okay, let's just do a flip, because I made a video the other day talking about confidence and how it's a skill we all should practice and get better at. Let me open the book. Let's see what the universe gives me. Okay. Failure is unimportant. It takes courage to make a fool of yourself. I think it's telling me I always make a fool of myself for these videos. Oh my goodness. I'm not worried about making a fool of myself. It's better to be a fool than be boring. Oh no. Okay. Heather. This one I put down a large. I thought that book was too large. Can actually go in a medium. That's a bummer. I could go back and alter the thing, but I'm not going to. I don't have time. That's it. Okay, medium. Audio. What have we got? 0269. Righto, another bundle of Mills and Boon that I just listed the other day. Where are we at? This lot is sold for $39. Now that pricing is right. That's what I was thinking, around the $39, because these are larger bundles. So that other one that was $26, I feel like I've underpriced those ones. I must have thought that they were a smaller bundle or something. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to alter. If there's any more there that are listed for $26, I'm going to change it. Those fresh Mills and Boon listings flying out the door already. The Taste of Asia. This one is sold for $19.99. Asian cookbooks. Asian cuisine is the key word. Asian cuisine books do sell very nicely. Everybody wants to learn how to cook some nice Asian food. We've got My Cousin Rosa. Now this one has sold for $29.99 and it's a Silicon Kitchen, another cookbook. This is 6 books, all Australian rural fiction. This bundle has sold for $40. It's It's been listed since October. It's just a random bundle. But the authors that are in that bundle I'm familiar with. So I try to only bundle up authors that I'm familiar with and I know that are quite popular. Okay, 0268. Now this bundle, again, just listed. This one sold for $49.99. So my pricing is a bit all over the shop. So the other one sold for $39. Maybe I took an offer. I don't know. I obviously need to check the pricing. Those ones are large print, Mills and Boon. So always make sure if they're large print that you put that into the keyword, because that's an important keyword, is the large print. Okay, this one is going out to another viewer. This is going out to Abby. This order has come to $34.90, I think it says. Design Your Home by Shayna Blaze. And the Basics to Brilliance Kids, a healthy book for big and little cooks. Now, Shayna we've got an Australian television show over here called The Block. And she's one of the, is it The Block? I don't know if it is The Block. She's with The Block. She's one of the judges on The Blocks, and she comes around and gives her critical critique. I don't always agree with her taste, but I quite like her. Now, I got 3 of Delilah Smith's cookbooks here. Pretty sure I showed you 2 of her books before. This one's actually part of a series, books 1, book 2, book 3. Did I tell you how much the Delilah sold for? $25.79. Been listed since December 23, so that's a little bit too slow. Okay, now this one is Nom Nom Paleo Food for Humans, sold for $17.99. I don't find the paleo books all that popular, or the keto. They're not the most popular of dieting books. I guess the paleo and the keto could both be classed as kind of like, would they be extreme diets? Like, they're fairly full on, those diets. You have to cut out a lot of stuff. The Grand Illusion by Chin Ki Om. I don't know how to say that. That one has sold for $22.01. It's been listed a year, so that one is good. Okay, this is a big book, The Great Big Book, The Great Big Cookie Book. Oh, yum, I feel like a cookie now. Cookie book has sold for $18.90, and that one has been listed just this month, January. Brand new listing. Okay, I've got parcels everywhere because I just don't want to block it for you guys. Okay, this one is sold for $15.99. Simon Bryant's Veggies, another cookbook. Oh, this one's brand new listing. It sold very quickly, almost same day. The Volunteer. I don't know, it's a true story. It's in like a army true story. Sold for $22 straight away. No discounts or anything on that one. This one's also a brand new listing. John Connolly, The Dirty South, sold for $19.99. Sold very fast. I got a multi-order here from Raylene. I think Raylene is a viewer, so if you are, thank you very much. Superfoods 24/7, superfoods for the family, diabetes cookbook. She's also bought 2 random bundles that I've made up. Both, oh my goodness, you scared me. Oh, Tom, the door frightened me. You frightened me. The door just is like, oh my goodness, you're coming because you want dinner, don't you?
Well, it's 8 o'clock. I want to get out of here. I've got to be here at crack of dawn.
I know. Well, I'm still going. Look.
Do you want any help?
No, I think I just... Well, you have to wait patiently for me. I know. Well, I didn't know this was going to take me so long, did I, guys? These packing videos are intense, Tom. Now that there's a lot of orders, I'm like, can't keep up. I'm nearly done. 10 minutes, maybe? No, don't order. Please don't order. That's put me under pressure if you order the pizza. They're so fast. Okay. Yeah. Can you just... remember the viewer who said you had a patience of a saint? Tom and I thought it was very funny. I got my daughter at home. She's probably starving as well. She's waiting for me to order her some Uber because I didn't think this would take me this long, and it has. So, I only came out here for, I was like, I'm only coming out here for a couple of hours to do the orders. And then when I got out here, and there's like 145, I think it was 145 orders or listings, totaling about 105 orders, but there was like 140 things to pick. So I just got out here and I was like, oh my goodness. So it took a long time to pick them all. It takes a long time just to do the labels. Yeah, sometimes I forget to add in the time that just doing all the shipping labels takes. It at least takes me half an hour to print the labels. I have to make sure I put these books over here so that Tom knows to take them. Now, I've lost my phone's gone off and everything. I can't even see the prices. I don't even know if I told you what that last one came to, but what do we got? The Devil's Lair. Okay, this one sold really fast as well. Now, when I priced this book, I could have got more for this book if it had been in a better condition, but it just wasn't in great condition, so I priced it down. Priced it at $22 and it sold instantly. So it must be like a US import or something. And yeah, it just sold really, really fast. Now, I don't think I've picked this order. FF5 Gallipoli. Yeah, I somehow missed picking that one. Gallipoli by Les Carlon. This one is sold for $20. Okay, we got a camping book, Australia-wide 10. Now, this has gone out to Heather. I know she's a repeat buyer, but I'm not sure if Heather watches me. But I know she's definitely a repeat buyer, and she sent me a message going, oh my goodness, so many books in your store that I want. So, there's a thank you there for Heather. Heather. All right, thank you. Where are we? We've got, this is a weird one. Ruthless Rhymes, only a very small book. This one is sold for $19.98, and I'm just going to put a little bit of board around it. Just because it's only thin and thin, I don't want the post office guy to like bend it when he's putting it in a mailbox or anything. Done. Now this one cancelled their order. Put that down there. Okay, U&Q, The Lives and Label Made in Australia. Now this one sold for $19.99. So Q is an Australian clothing brand. And many years, I'd worked at McDonald's for 10 years. when I first started working, before I had kids. And there was a period where I went off for a few months, maybe a month. I was like, I'm going to try something different. And I left McDonald's and went and worked at Q, the clothing store. My goodness, going from McDonald's, fast-paced, non-stop, busy, staff, to this small clothing boutique where everyone was dressed in suits, which is so not me. I had to wear a suit, like a skirt and a blazer. Like, oh my goodness, it was so not me. This is in the 90s, and the whole fashion was not my thing. I felt like an old woman, and I was about 18. I felt like I was dressed like an old woman, like going off to the government public service or something. Anyway, one other person who was working in there, that her and I were just complete opposites. And I absolutely hated that job. And I lasted about a month. I was bored out of my brains. So bored. I just was like, I will never ever work in a clothing shop again. I went back to McDonald's and begged them, please, please can I come back? Please can I have my role back? And they were like straight up yes, because I was a good worker. And and they straight away took me back. And oh, never, ever again would I ever do retail working in a clothing store. There you go. Mr. Men, this bundle has sold for $14.41. It's been listed since December 2023. Yeah. It's interesting, all our old stories, isn't it, where we've come from? Okay, a small stack. I'm on the last legs, guys. If you're still watching, hold on. I got a Collins Italian Dictionary and Grammar. This one has sold for $23.99. If you watch my videos, you'll know I do not stack the highest price books at the front or anything like this, so it looks like I'm selling all this thing. I literally pack them in the order that they're coming in here. So that's it. Like, you might get the best book of the day, might be the very last one. You have to sit through an hour of my listings. You might get the best tip of the day at the last minute of my listings. I don't know. You might not, but you might. But it just depends on what the book is and the story that's going to come with it. These books, however, Rosie Thomas, 2 books on Rosie Thomas, have sold for $16.80. No idea where they've come from. They've been listed since 2022. Oh, I can't even speak now. I'm tired. I'm hungry. It's been a big day. I went to my cousin's 50th last night, so I was out till like midnight nearly. Got home at nearly midnight, and yeah, I haven't felt too flash today after a 50th. I didn't show you what that book was called, but it was called The Lunch Lady, and it sold for $11. The Lunch Lady. Right, we got a book on cupcakes. This one has sold for $12. Classic Cupcakes by the Women's Weekly. And this is a popular cupcake book. Doesn't sell for much. Normally I can get around the $15 to $18 mark for it, but it's not a high priced book. This one is a nice book, only a brand new listing, brand new book, $30. Marcus Waring, Nutmeg and Custard. I'm pretty sure this book was signed. Yep, there you go, signed. Hope you can see when I'm holding those books there. Imagine if I filmed a whole video for an hour and the book's cut off. What would I do, guys? Would I actually scrap the video, or would I just maybe flash up something? Or it takes me so long to do this many orders. If you put those pop-ups with all the listings, takes way too long. I can't do it anymore when there's this many. Okay, I've got Bill's Open Kitchen, sold for $25.90. It's been listed since January, so it's a year. I had a lot of Bill Granger it is. He's an Australian chef, but he passed away last year suddenly, unexpectedly. Only a young guy. And when he passed away, his books just went up in price. And I ended up, I was just literally buying as many books as I possibly can of his, because they were just selling non-stop. So I ended up with so many of his books in my store. And then, of course, you know, the hype, not the hype, that sounds bad after someone's passed away, but you know what I mean. Like, they go really, everybody wants them after somebody passed away, and then it dies down a little bit. Anyway, $25.90. Guys, that is it. Hallelujah. Stacks on stacks again. How blessed am I to get all those sales? I'm so grateful. Thank you to anyone that's bought from me. If this is going to be what it's like every single Monday post going forward, this is what the last 2 have been like. Is this what it's going to be like going forward now? Is this going to be my new norm, or is it going to pull back? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with the sales. I don't know if they're going to die back down, pull back up. No idea. All I know is I'm going to write it while I can, and I'm very, 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 very grateful. Also, it wouldn't be a packing video if I didn't sit here and show you all the stacks. Show us your stacks, show us your stacks, stacks on stacks. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I still got a few down here. Got the 2 international orders there. The China book was actually with one of the multi-orders. That's why I couldn't find the label on it. So that's down there. Another multi-order and another multi-order down there, which is mainly fiction, and I'm going to package that one up tomorrow. And that's it. Right, I'm going to try and do a packing video for you every single week. I'm going to film it either on the Sunday or the Monday. I'm going to try and release them on Wednesdays. And that's going to become regular on my channel because obviously I can't put if I film it on a Monday and then get home, I might not have time to edit, so I'm not going to commit to Tuesdays. But it will be either a Wednesday or Thursday, depending on whatever is going on with my videos. But we should get once a week packing videos. And they're going to be nice and long like this. So make sure you're listening or working or doing something while you listen to me talk. That is it. See you next time. Bye.